We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in... We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run with Breida, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Good for a giant.
7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Here we go.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Barkley did not get there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
And goal.
They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Pass some of this.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The toss out to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
56.
Now Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
16 yards.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Jones throwing on 4th down. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they... And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 15.
A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
It is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 21. Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really... This is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6. At the Giants.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Giants 28. Chargers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
To throw again, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They run again with Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
The extra point.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. And so we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Giants 42. Chargers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Leonard.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, deformed that time, getting the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On fourth down, Herbert. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Able to power through. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
26, Mike, 26.
Off play action. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Sterling Shepard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Giants 49. Chargers 27.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw on third down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
27.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll